I made $1,700 on Euro USD today using my A+ entry model, and I'm going to share with you exactly how I did it. But really quickly, here is the proof of the trade, 3.5K. That is from both of the trades I took today, which is gold and euro. I actually closed that gold one from a trade yesterday, but nonetheless, doesn't matter. I also sent this into my Telegram group as well, which you can see here. Let's get on the charts quickly and share with you, exactly how I took it. So first things first is that we were looking at a higher time frame key level. For me, the higher time frame key level was the 4-hour fair value gap. Ignore this, that was a trade I took from the other day. This was the fair value gap that I was looking at. And as you can see here, we actually broke structure to the downside, all right? This low here got taken. So I was looking at this region to sell from. Now, the most discounted fair value gap that we had was this 4-hour one, just up here. So my plan for the day was pretty simple, right? All of my students know if we are bearish, we're looking for an open, high, low close. So what did we get? We were looking at, let's put this out here, the Asian range, which is this most basic and simple strategy that we can have. And for me, this was absolutely A+. So we have open here, 8 o'clock opens up, taking liquidity into the 4-hour fair value gap. We get a break of structure here, as you can see. So this is the low that made the high. The last low that made the high, we closed below it. As we mitigated price up here and took the 4-hour key level, we then aggressively broke structure to the downside, leaving a imbalance behind. That's the key thing. We left an imbalance. Now, the next thing that we needed to do in order to really get our entry tight, and look how pinpoint accurate that was. Right? You can see the entry right there, right? How did we get that? We drew our fib from the top of this range high here to the bottom, just down here, like this. And we entered on the 618 pullback, okay? If you don't know what a Fibonacci is, it's the Fibonacci tool on the left here. So you can see it here, fib retracement. Here's my settings. If you want my settings, you can have a look here. All you need is the 0.5 and 0.618. You don't need this 2. That's for another story. But yeah, so then what we did is as soon as we broke this low and closed below, I set my limit here and had my take profit at the take profit 1 was at the Asia low, and take profit 2 was just down here at this liquidity point. Now, I could have targeted the previous daily low, but for me, this was enough. This was just under 3R, 2.95. So let's just call it 3R on this trade. So that was absolutely beautiful. Now, after that, we don't really care what price does. I've got my money for the day, got my money for the week, in fact, and we can exit the market. But the key thing that I want you guys to take away from this is the first thing was the 4-hour key level. None of this trade could have happened without my 4-hour key level, all right? Key levels are so important. Over time and through experience, you'll start to understand your daily bias, all right? You know, we use CRT. That's what we use to identify, you know, order flow and just kind of like if the next day is going to be bullish or bearish. And for me, one of the key things yesterday was this. We wicked above this high here and closed back inside the range. So for me, I was looking for sales anyway. So when we did come all the way up here, I was looking at price like that's a bit extended. So no, I'm not necessarily looking for price in this one trade to come down here. I would if I was swing trading, but my bets were that we were gonna have a reaction there. I just didn't see price, you know, come in all the way up here and just blasting through, especially if we opened high. So that was the reasoning behind the trade. So what's my bias for the upcoming week? Personally, I am still bearish, but I need to see what happens. And it's NFP on Friday, so we've got to take it slow. But one of the main things that I want to kind of go over with you as well, is that, if I just quickly go on here, is that when it's NFP week, okay, a lot of people think that the market is uncertain in the lead up to Friday. But something that you need to bear in mind is that Monday and Tuesday actually tend to be very volatile days. Thursday is the day that you should probably leave alone. But as we know, Monday or Tuesday tends to, keyword tends to, set the high or low of the week. And when you can anticipate that, you can start to see if price is a bit overextended on the Tuesday, because realistically, the big move's coming on the Friday. So yeah, that was my breakdown for this trade. Really simple A+ setup. We just had a higher time frame key level. We had our open high into that key level, and then we had a 5-minute and a 15-minute break of structure, and the entry was simple. That's pretty much it in the most simplest terms. If you have any questions, then drop me a comment below. I'm going to be doing a lot more content like this, and yeah, I'll be breaking down some more trades for you.